What I'm going to do today is a vertical roll. Now you can take the whole hair up. It can also be called a French pleat. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and make it a bit easier by breaking the hair up a little bit. I'm just going to take it from the ear up to the sort of crown area, like that. And for now, I'm just going to scoop that up and just clip it up out of my way because I don't want that bit for now. And we're just going to follow the same pattern at this side. So exactly the same as I've done there, and I'm just going to scoop that up so that all I'm working on is this back area. And now to produce this, I want to put some grips down this back centre. So I'm just going to get my back brushing brush, which is a really good brush for this, just put a little bit of back brushing in it. If you wanted, you can do it with your comb and do back combing. It's up to you. If you wanted to do it with your comb, similar principle. Comb. You just literally are doing it like that, but you're only doing the root if you're back combing, just to give a bit of a base for your grips to stick to. I wouldn't do the very, very bottom section because I want that to keep quite smooth. So let all this drop down now, and then you need a brush. A vent brush or a Denman brush is the best for this purpose. And what you're doing is you're getting all the hair and you're scraping it across. Now I tend to use, if you look, I'm using the whole of my arm. I'm not just using my hand, because if I hold that bit drops out, and if I hold that bit drops out. So it's quite easy to use the whole of your arm. I'm just going to tilt it slightly forward just to make it, in a minute, I won't be this harsh with a client. So I'm just going to scoop it across like that. Make sure it's all nice and sleek in the same direction. At this point now, you're putting some grips in the hair, and I'm going to start at the base of the hair, and that was Karen there. I'm just going to start at the base of the hair and work my way up, crossing over my pins as I go. So that pin is actually crisscrossed over that pin, and it's slightly off centre, it's slightly to one side. So just literally keep pinning it. I tend to open them in my rings. I would never open them in my mouth. You might want to just open them with your finger like that, but don't put them in your mouth because you're going to get cross infection. This piece here, I take the top grip and I put it going downwards like that. So those now are all in a row. At this point you might want to just give that a little light spray just to smooth it and keep it sleek. Now I'm going to put the other side up. Just going to bring the doll around like that, and I'm just going to come around this side. And for this now, I want to bring this back here. Keep it nice and smooth. The key to doing this side really is to not have this bit too low or too high. Just keep it nice and straight and smooth. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my finger up in the air, put it underneath there, and I'm just literally going to get my tail comb or my back brushing brush, and I'm just going to tuck in, walk around it, and tuck the hair in as I'm going around. So I'm just working it around and around and around so that it's nice and tight. The tighter the better. Obviously you need to make sure you can get your finger out. Get the grip now, open it up and go down the back of the hair and the back of your finger so that you're pushing it down to make sure it's secured at the top. I'm going to put a couple in because they don't always want to secure too good on, oops, that one pinned out. They don't always want to secure too good on these dolls, so it's sometimes a lot easier on a real client. So at that point now, the vertical roll is up nice and neat. Now I've got this hair left, and I've all this hair left at the front as well yet. This hair here, I'm just going to push it in and pack the roll a bit tighter. There, as long as you secure and hold the roll, then it will stay in. Bits like this at the bottom, I just want to tighten it up a little bit, so I want that just nipped up that bit tighter. So just help it by forcing it in, and then get your grip here, hold a bit of hair there, a bit of hair to go in, and just take your grip upwards, and it's just tightened it up there for me. I'm then going to just work on this top panel. It's it's entirely up to you what you want to do with this, really. For my purpose today, I'm going to give it a bit of a parting, and I'm going to flick a hair over to one side first and then bring it around to join my pleat after. So I'm going to get a bit of back brushing into this hair here, just to give it a bit more oomph and make it all hold in a bit tighter. You can always smooth this out after, so just work through in your panels. If you don't put enough in, whoops, she keeps coming off. If you don't put enough in, then it's really difficult to get that sort of lift and support that you're after. So I'm just working through in sections, really putting quite a bit of back brushing in it. Just going to finish off with this panel here. And finally finish off with that bit. So now, I wouldn't leave her looking like that. I'm going to pick this up and I'm just going to smooth that top layer off. You can see it's starting to smooth. I'm going to smooth this up as well. And I'm going to turn it that way. I'm going to bring all this hair now up and I'm going to start to feed it into my vertical roll. At this point now, a little bit of spray, always around the face, just to keep it a bit more secure. But I also want to turn this into a nice bit of a roll at the front as well. Just keep smoothing it down. Now I'm going to sort of grip the hair a little bit at the back first. So I'm just going to grip this just in there, like that, just secure some of that hair there. And then I'm just going to work on this front. I'm just going to bring the hair around, working this bit up and in. Get all the hair now, bring it up together. Keep it quite smooth as you can. You can see how you can put a lot of back brushing into the hair, but then afterwards it's important to smooth it down. This hair is going to be brought around, smooth. First of all, I'm going to clip this side in here. So I'm just going to put a hair grip just in there like that. So just get a little hair grip and just bob it just up there like that, so that that side's secured and up. And then you're looking at the profile of it, you're looking at the front, the sides, to make sure that you've got a good look and a good effect before you take this hair, blending it in nicely and securing it into your pleat area there. So open your grip up, pop a pin in up into that area there. Now you're all left with this and you're thinking, well, what's she going to do with that? Literally either run it down the side of your pleat or twist it up in and pin it up inside so that you don't actually see that bit either. Now it's about finishing it, so it's about getting all those little stray of hairs and making sure that they're all nice and sleek and secure, making sure that from the profile and the front glance that she's got a nice sort of sleek finish to her hair. And making sure that everything is nicely tucked in. Again, I like a bit of ornamentation. It's entirely up to you what you finish the style off with. Something as simple as a small slide just in there can just finish the style off.